Nancy Drew game number 15. Well, one moment. Just updating my category. Last. Maybe? Will they let us? No? Boom. Okay, we're good. Let's start this game. Oh, you were getting ashore? No stress.
Welcome to my latest case, Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. To start, choose junior or senior detective. Dear Hannah,
please.
here I
Love
am at
those
the railroad
tests.
station along with a handful of other detectives about to board a train bound for who knows where. The only person who knows where we're going is Lori Girard. That's the young woman who invited everyone. Actually, she didn't really invite me. She invited Frank and Joe Hardy, and they invited me. And I've always wanted to join forces with the Hardy boys. I just hope this doesn't turn out to be another one of Lori's silly attempts to grab publicity.
Oh yeah, it's the
Some
first
people
time we
can
see
be a little
them.
too rich and a little too famous for their own good. Wish me luck. Love, Nancy.
Well, people, now that our little orientation tour is over, let's get started. Okay, I, again, am Lori Girard, and the first thing I want to do is thank you all for coming. John Gray, I am so thrilled that you're taking time out from that TV show of yours to do some ghost hunting here with us. I mean, Ghost Chasers is like the best cable show ever. And Charlena
Old
Purcell,
time, honey.
I cannot tell you how much I adore those romance novels you write. Your characters just seem so real. And all that stuff you know about the Old West, you are just awesome. And Tino Balducci, only the most famous police detective in the country. And then there's Frank and Joe Hardy.
I hate it.
They're amateur detectives. My dad and their dad are old friends. And you must be the other amateur detective, their friend? Natalie?
Nancy Drew.
Whatever. All right, I'll bet you're wondering where we're going. Well, we're going to Copper Gorge, Colorado. Why? To solve the mystery of what happened to Jake Hurley, the man who originally owned this train. Because see, one day in 1903, this train was found in a place called Blue Moon Canyon, which was out in the middle of the Nevada desert. Only the engineer was on board, and he was dead. As for Jake Hurley, he had disappeared from the face of the earth. Oh, and two more things. Before he disappeared, Jake was rumored to have found the richest gold mine in the world. And the train he owned, this train, his wife Camille died on it while they were going to the gold fields. It was rumored to be haunted.
She's gone.
Oh my gosh.
What in the world?
Hey, what's going on?
People should never go tampering with things they don't understand.
Oh, brother.
It's okay. Everybody just stay calm. No need to panic. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Well, Nancy, you're up on all that social etiquette stuff. What are you supposed to do when your hostess vanishes into thin air?
Leave her.
If I
leave.
don't seem concerned, it's because I'm not. Lori Girard is a young woman whose only goal in life is to be famous. She craves attention and habitually uses her father's considerable wealth to get it.
So you think her disappearing like that is just some kind of publicity stunt?
I just think she couldn't resist showing off in front of all of us minor celebrities. What was your name again?
Nancy Drew. You and I have actually met. Sort of. I called you not too long ago when I was at Shadow Ranch. You gave me some information about Dirk Valentine.
Ah, Nancy Drew.
You don't have a clue who I am.
You don't remember me, do you?
No.
What else do you know about Jake Hurley?
Psst. Nancy! Come here.
He's just creeping around the
Excuse
corner.
me for a second.
Okay. In fact, everyone excuse me for a second. Maggie, you... Oh, Maggie, you met another stream yesterday playing Hello Neighbor. She mentioned that she started a supernatural podcast, but had to stop because she got busy. Long story short... You might be... Wait. You might be starting a supernatural podcast? Or like joining up with her, you mean? Ooh. Oh, that'd be hella cool. You'll have to send me a link once you do one, so I can check it out. Like, would it be like a live podcast, or would you, of course, like record it as well, so you can like play back like the videos?
Hey, Nance.
Where have you two been?
I followed Tino Balducci.
And I went after John Gray. He went straight to the room in the car that used to be Camille's and didn't come out again. I could hear all these weird noises coming from inside.
Did you talk to him?
I was just about to go in, but the next thing I know, Joe's got my arm in a vice grip and is dragging me back here, babbling about how Balducci's our guy.
He found something on the floor right where Lori was standing when the train went dark. I saw him pick it up and put it in his pocket. Then he left.
What was it?
Did you see what it was?
When I tried to talk to him, he just kind of brushed me aside and said something snotty like, "I'm on the job here, Junior, so just go back to the playground and stay out of the way." In case you two hadn't noticed, we're not getting a lot of respect around here. Can't we at least tell Balducci that we do stuff for ATAC?
You know the rules.
ATAC?
American Teens Against Crime. We do a lot of undercover work for them.
Wonder Cop's probably never even been undercover.
Joe, let it go. What'd Charlena have to say?
She thinks Lori is faking this whole disappearance thing.
She's not the only one.
How can you say that? You heard Lori scream.
Anybody can scream, Joe. Especially girls whose fathers have given them acting lessons along with everything else they've ever wanted.
What about you, Nancy? What do you think?
I agree with Frank.
I kind of agree with Frank.
You've got to be kidding.
Nope.
Do you think maybe one of Lori's other guests is in on her disappearance?
It's certainly possible.
From the way she talked, it didn't sound like she knew any of them.
Maybe that's what she wanted us to think.
Or maybe that's what one of them wanted her to think.
Well, whether Lori disappeared by force or by choice, what we've got to do now is find her.
Absolutely.
Has anyone talked to the engineer?
Not that I know of.
Then I'm going to head up front and tell him what's happened. Maybe he knows something we don't.
Good idea. In the meantime, we'll take another look around in here.
Great. Catch you later.
Maggie, sorry, with that stream. Oh yeah, so you'll be doing the podcast with her? Hell yeah. I'd be highly interested in checking it out. So, but yeah, so will it be a purely a live podcast, or will you record it as well? Or has that like not been planned yet? Too early. Oh, we've got. Before we ring
A
the
square
engineer.
and a duck. It looks like this thing opens up, but how?
Okay, put a square and a duck.
This door goes outside. Opening it now would not be a good idea.
Fair.
Looks like some sort of steam valve.
Do not open unless all pipes are connected. Okay. It won't be for a while, we'll both get busy. Yeah, there's no stress. Thinking once your contract work dies down. Oh, that's fair enough. Be less busy that way, so that's fair.
Hello, I'm one of the passengers, and I just thought you should know that Lori Girard has disappeared.
So?
So.
Did you know she was going to disappear?
Hey, all I know is I take orders from Miss Girard, okay? Right now my orders are to get this train to Copper Gorge non-stop. And until Miss Girard tells me otherwise, that's what I'm gonna do.
My chat room is reconnected. Wait. Maggie, that stupid boss was like you need MPS uploads the most. 100 MPS uploads the most. Because mine was 75 and guess who's in. Oh, isn't that the way though? It's like, oh, you gotta have super fast internet. Doesn't matter if it cuts out all the time. I can attest to that. Okay. We shall. Yeah, I will carry on with the game now. Yeah, it should be right. Okay. So we have some beautiful pink shoes. Say Sadie Crawford.
It looks like there's something behind this painting, but I can't seem to move it.
You got an eagle painting. A flippy fins, fresh from a hand from the deep. That doesn't make sense. Salmon. Fancy sockeye salmon. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see if we can keep talking to Charlene.
Yes? What are you working on?
I'm writing my next book. I'm on a deadline, so until I write those two most wonderful of all three-letter words, the end, everywhere I go, my laptop goes, and every chance I get, I write.
What else do you know about Jake Hurley? You know, the man who originally owned this train?
Wealthy, imaginative, adventurous, stubborn, egocentric, and most importantly, he was smitten at the age of 35 by a young French woman named Camille Voulet, who died about a year after they were married.
Where was he from?
East Coast. Philadelphia, I think. His parents were British aristocrats. Sometime in the 1870s, he decided to seek his fortune out west, so he had this train custom built so that he, and some years later his wife, could traverse the mountains and plains in relative comfort.
Yes. Where did
Where did he meet Camille?
I don't know that. The circumstances surrounding her passing are a bit of a mystery too. All anyone knows for sure is that years after Camille's death, he showed up in Denver with a pouch full of gold nuggets and semi-precious stones, which he used to purchase mining supplies. He refused to say how he'd come by them, which of course led to speculation that he had found a fantastically rich vein somewhere, although to this day, its existence remains unsubstantiated and its location quite unknown.
Okay.
Why do you think Lori invited
Love a bit
you
of
on this
mystery.
trip?
No doubt because I'm such an authority on life in the Old West, and because I'm so good at using old information to unearth new information. My knack for research is, well, it's a gift.
Hell yeah, stand yourself.
I'll touch bases with you later.
That would be nice.
Okay, let's do some more characters then. Menu. Ready to pay a high fee? Yep, no. But that's the stream manager of actual words. I'd love to do progress of a supernatural progress. A philosophical aspect to it. Ooh.
Pretty. Looks like some kind of gemstone.
Can I ask what you mean by like a philosophical side to it? Oh, we've got an emergency brake. Okie dokie. Ooh, we've got a puzzle. Oh, it doesn't zoom in. Bugger. Okay. Yeah. Maybe. Okay, these are all set, so now we just got to find all the corners. Not quite. Maybe. Nope. Nope. Yeah. There.
Left pickaxe and lamp with buhl for safekeeping. To open what's closed, lead is the key. Or is it lead is the key?
Okay.
This must have been the sleeping car.
No, so this is where everyone goes to bed. Okie dokie. Ooh. A Tale of Two Dolls. Ill-tempered Edna could not get her way. She couldn't get Alice to come out and play. I can't, I'm too tired, is what Alice said. I just want to go straight back to bed. Edna angrily tried to make herself heard, but all that came out was a 1 2-part word. Well, I'm not your mother, yawning Alice replied. But Edna the Terrible finally gave up and cried. Ooh. Okay, got a little poem.
I need 4 numbers to unlock this, and there's, what, 10,000 possible combinations? Guessing could take me a while.
Okay, gotta find a passcode for that. Oh, sorry. Is it Will Smith in Psychology at college? Oh yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Might as well use what you learnt. I don't. I threw that out the second I finished up, pretty much.
Hey, come on over here.
What?
Hi, you're that Nancy person. How you doing? John Gray.
Yeah,
You look pretty busy.
Right now I'm taking time-lapse electromagnetic readings and recording background noise. This was Camille's private car. If she had something to do with Lori's disappearance, analyzing these readings may give me a clue as to Lori's whereabouts.
Okay. Oh, did a ghost kidnapper? Hell yeah.
Are you saying that Camille's ghost kidnapped Lori?
What to most people are ghosts are actually temporary distortions in local electromagnetic fields caused by the presence of residual psychic energy generated by the person or persons who frequented that particular locale. That's my working theory, at least.
Okay. It's not hard to swallow. It's
That's very interesting.
It's all very scientific. But the fact is, Lori's missing, and I, for one, am doing everything in my power to find her. The vibes I'm getting make me think she could be in serious trouble.
Nah, I don't think
Charlene
can.
Purcell thinks Lori is just playing some kind of joke on us.
Charlene Purcell writes romance novels. End of comment.
What do you think of
What do you
Tino?
think of Tino Balducci?
I kind of feel sorry for the guy. After catching those bank robbers, he can't just be a good cop anymore. He's got to be a great cop. Tough to perform under that kind of pressure.
Is Lori a friend of yours?
First time I met her was when I boarded this train with all the rest of you. I knew her by reputation, of course, like everyone else who reads the tabloids. It doesn't appear that anyone aboard this train is her friend.
Maybe she doesn't have any.
Maybe she doesn't have any friends.
Wouldn't be surprised. Maybe you can be too rich after all.
I won't keep you any longer.
Take care.
Okay, we can explore this room now. Got a 7.
The Little Book of Samplers.
Surely there is no greater joy for the 19th century woman, young or old, than to bring a piece of London to life with needlepoint, requiring only needle, thread, care, and imagination. The word sampler comes from the Latin word exemplum, which means example, that which serves as a model. The best samplers are not only allow their creators to recall what particular embroidery stitches look like when they are executed properly, but also demonstrate to the world their mastery of an important womanly skill. Indeed, many a gentleman's head has been turned, and many a marriage fortified by a well-crafted sampler. It is acceptable in these modern times for samplers to take many forms. One classic is the long and narrow band sampler, which features bands of flowery borders, designs, as well as rows of numbers and the alphabet. Another classic is the spot sampler, a delightful display of randomly placed images or motifs. Such modern times, yes. Most motifs are naturalistic objects that have specific meanings in the language of samplers. Here is a list of common motifs and their meanings. You got marital fidelity, America, purity, nature, bravery, eternity, wisdom, faithfulness, charity, departed, strength, music, joy, good luck, new beginning, good fortune, peace, passing of time, union, domesticity, fidelity, hope, love, secret love, gentleness, humility, mischief, messenger, idleness, hospitality, and beloved. I'm sorry, how does a pineapple equal hospitality? Okay. Nowadays, most samplers are colourful variations on the two classic styles and are largely decorative in nature. Houses, schools, and churches take centre stage in some, in others, mottos, verses, and important dates are featured. There is an alarming trend among some sampler makers to use only one stitch, the simple and rather plain cross stitch. It behooves these women to remember that nothing catches the eye like variety, nor holds the heart like a multi-talented seamstress. Of course. Sorry, Maggie, yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh, you watch Half Moon's Joe stuff? Ooh, Treasure in the Royal Town of his own. Oh, he is so funny. What did you think? Did you
This
like
looks
it?
like some sort of game.
Oh, there's a jumping one?
Shoot!
I didn't jump. Let me try again, hold on.
Shoot!
How fast do I need to click it? Okay. I guess I have to go to the end of the song? Or is it like, it just never ends?
I did it!
Ooh, what'd I get?
Wonder
What did
what's
it
in
sound?
here.
Camptown Races music score. Okay. Oh, we've got a
I
piano.
need some music.
Oh, G. So C, D, E, F, G. Oh, I forgot.
Don't do that, please! Those microphones I set up over there are very sensitive. You just about took out my eardrums.
That was the plan.
You can play that thing when I'm done.
Ah.
I'll let you know when that is, all right?
Okay.
What have we got?
Thomasina O'Neill.
Okay, got like a ribbon.
Looks like Camille was teaching herself how to play the piano.
Okay.
It's locked.
Got a puzzle box we gotta
Looks
do.
like some
something?
kind of sewing sampler. I wonder if there's a relationship between those symbols and those numbers.
And we have Awful Ursula. Okay.
I wonder what's under here, and what the deal is with those weird-looking bolts. Looks like I need a special
Okay.
tool. Hello?
Nancy, hi, it's me.
Hi, Bess.
And me.
Hey, George, what's up?
What's up? You're the one who's on the train with a bunch of famous people. You tell us. This is torture, Nancy. I'm dying of curiosity here. Bess, just calm down. Oh, like you're not just as curious as I am. She's the one who insisted we call you Nancy. Only because you're driving me crazy. I'm supposed to be helping her paint her room, but every other brushstroke she's like, where do you think she is now? How do you think the Hardy Boys are doing? Why do you think she hasn't called? What do you think Lori Girard is wearing? Oh, George, that is so not true. I couldn't care less what Lori Girard is wearing. So come on, Nancy. You're on a train full of famous people bound for who knows where. So dish already, would ya? Bess, calm down. Look what you did. You got paint in my hair. I'm sorry. You know, actually, that looks kind of cool. Nice try, Bess. No, really. You're just saying that because you're afraid I'll bail and you'll wind up having to paint this dump all by yourself. George, I kid you not. You should seriously think about doing some major highlights in that color.
What color is it?
Adobe beige.
Nice try, Bess.
What's going on, Nan?
She tried so hard.
Our hostess has disappeared.
What do you mean, disappeared?
I mean, the train went into a tunnel, everything went dark, and when the train came out of the tunnel, no Lori. She just disappeared.
Publicity stunt.
Yeah.
My thoughts exactly.
Remember the time she was allegedly kidnapped from her Vegas hotel room? Yeah, the guy across the hall just happened to have a camera and got it all on tape. It made the evening news in practically every city in the country. And then there was her daring escape the next morning. Only it turns out she faked the whole thing. Of course, she claims her ex-boyfriend faked it to get back at her. She thought she was really being kidnapped. Like anybody believes that.
Sounds to me like somebody has been spending a lot of time reading the tabloids.
George has. Very funny. So what else is going on?
Before she
We'll give them all the
disappeared,
details.
Lori told us that the purpose of this
I won't call
train
them
trip is to
again,
find
but, you
out
know.
what happened to Jake Hurley, the train's original owner.
Was he murdered or something?
No one knows. He was married to a woman named Camille, but she died, and he eventually vanished while mining for gold. His train was found abandoned in Blue Moon Canyon, Nevada, with no one on board but his dead engineer.
Whoa, spooky. Have any theories?
Oh,
Not
yes.
yet, but the train is also rumored to be haunted by his dead wife.
So first Hurley's wife dies, then Hurley vanishes, then the engineer dies, then Lori vanishes. A pattern, maybe? Bess, do us all a favor and leave the detective work to Nancy, okay?
Has either of you been to Copper Gorge,
Papa
Colorado?
George.
Never heard of the place.
Whoops.
Why?
Well, that's where the train I'm on is headed. Apparently Jake Hurley buried his wife Camille there after she died on the train.
She died on the train? Ew, creepy.
Yeah.
John Gray has
That'd be
set up a
interesting
bunch
to
of
know
equipment in
about
Camille's
him.
train car in hopes of documenting distortions in the electromagnetic field caused by her residual energy.
Say what? He's looking for Camille's ghost. Don't you ever watch him on TV? Just because I watch him doesn't mean I understand him.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Bess.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Remember, when in doubt, call.
Pop's not. Oh, sorry, Maggie. Yeah. Hotchkiss is an absolute gem. I want 50 chicken drumsticks, please. Or couscous. Oh, I'd love some couscous. I need to find if they sell that in my supermarket. I haven't got a
Eliza
clue.
Sandberger.
Camille called this one Eliza Sandberger. Received of Jake Hurley for the price of $3.73. One Chromaster doll with decorative red ribbon on the 16th day of June, 1880. Okay, so we've got like a receipt.
Hey, Nancy, right?
Yes.
You've got a better memory than our hostess.
Who doesn't? Amateur detective, huh? Ever thought about becoming a real detective? You know, like me?
I have to admit, for how much I don't like Tino, he's one of the few characters that remembers our name and says it correctly.
You mean become a police detective? No, I never have.
It's a great job, you know. I love it. You, heard about those bank robberies I solved, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I sure did.
Baffling case. Two-man team at 17 banks in 3 states in 5 days. FBI had no idea who the perps were. But after forcing their vehicle to a stop, confronting them, despite the fact that they were armed and giving chase, I single-handedly made the collar.
Good for you, Tino. Now, how was that wrong? I heard they were plastic knives from carry-out chicken places and that you accidentally rear-ended them. Ooh, what's more embarrassing? I mean, if you jab a plastic knife hard enough, it can still do some damage. I'll
I
give you
heard
that.
they stopped because you accidentally rear-ended them.
You heard wrong. You see, Nancy, when somebody does something really remarkable in this country, the first thing everybody else does is try to tear them down. Reporters, late-night comedians, even some of my fellow officers, all have been spreading vicious lies about me. Why? Because they've never done anything remarkable in their sorry little lives, and they're jealous. Anyway, you should look around in here. Lots of interesting stuff. This was Jake's private car, you know.
I understand that you found something on the floor in the dining car.
Yeah, at first I thought it was an old coin, but it turned out to be some kind of slug.
Okay.
Do you think it had anything to do with Lori's disappearance?
Nah. Probably been lying there for 100 years. May have served a purpose back then, but now, worthless.
Can I check
see it?
Sure. In fact, here, keep it. Wear it around your neck or something. That way, when people ask you where you got it, you can tell them Tino Balducci gave it to you. The Tino Balducci.
No, I'm good.
Oh, thank you.
What else can I do for you?
What do you think happened?
So, what do you think happened to Lori?
She could have been kidnapped. She could have been tossed off the train. She could be hiding from us. But I obviously won't know which until I've gathered all the facts.
Well, when do you think that will be?
I'll know the facts when I know the facts. The truth can't be rushed, you know.
Have you had a chance to talk to Charlena Purcell?
Now, why would I want to do a thing like that?
What about John?
What about John Gray?
The ghost guy? Total quack. Only reason I talked to him would be to arrest him for fraud.
Hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Don't mention it.
Okay, what can we check out?
Wonder what Jake used this for.
Okay, we got a pickaxe missing.
Another gemstone.
Oh, what do we got here?
Camille with Hager Anderson and Chantilly Hildegard.
Okay. Do the book first. Gemstones and how to identify them. Ooh. Gemstones include any number of crystalline rocks which, when cut and polished, can be used as jewellery. Their commercial value usually depends on how rare they are, although beauty is certainly a factor as well. Because gemstones are more often than not found by accident, it behooves miners, prospectors, and even farmers to be able to recognise them, for the earth holds many natural treasures, but only for those who know what to look for. Quartz is one of the most abundant minerals on Earth. Crystalline quartz is a composite of 6-sided prisms which have grown together in a process called twinning. Sometimes the crystals grow at right angles to each other, but more frequently 2 crystals grow from a common prism face, or several crystals grow into each other, so that the corner of one penetrates the face of another. Amethyst is a crystalline quartz that is lilac to deep purple in colour. The deeper the colour, the more valuable it is. Citrine, a form of quartz that is a rich golden colour, is closely related to amethyst. In fact, if amethyst is heated to 550 degrees centigrade, it becomes citrine, for the heat eliminates the impurity that causes its purple coloration. Oh, I didn't know that. Tiger's eye is a fibrous type of crystalline quartz in which thin yellowish and reddish-brown bands are apparent when light reflects off its polished surface. The diamond is pure carbon and is formed deep in the mantle of the Earth where extreme temperatures, more than 1,000 degrees centigrade, and extreme pressure, 50,000 times greater than on the Earth's surface, makes this crystalline extremely compact and strongly bonded, hence diamonds' well-known hardness. Due to their hardness, low-quality diamonds have many industrial uses, such as for the grinding wheels and drill bits. Magma brings diamond crystals to the Earth's surface along with other rocks from the mantle. These kimberlite pipes often contain olivine, peridot, garnet, and zircon, as well as diamond. When gem hunters spot any of the indicated minerals pictured below, they would do well to search the surrounding area for diamond crystals. Tourmaline comes in so many colours that it probably has, at one time or another, been confused with all the other stones in this book. However, tourmaline crystals are deeply and distinctively striated, grooved. Prismatic and triangular in cross-section, the most common colour is black, But some tourmaline crystals are multicolored, such as the watermelon tourmaline, which is pink on the inside and green on the outside. Beryl. It is a very divisive mineral with several gemstone varieties. Common beryl is an opaque, milky green, while its rarer gem varieties are transparent. All the varieties form long hexagonal prismatic crystals, which are similar to tourmaline crystals, but lack tourmaline's characteristic striations. Aquamarine is the blue-green to deep blue variety of beryl. While most gemstones form relatively small crystals, aquamarine has been known to form crystals weighing more than 100 pounds, although such specimens are rare. Emerald is a deep green variety of beryl, which gets its colour from trace amounts of chromium. Emerald gemstones tend to contain extraneous matter. Indeed, the source of the stone can sometimes be pinpointed by examining its impurities or inclusions. I would just like to note that for chromium, I'm pretty sure that's one of the elements you can do at this at school. You get that science experiment where you fill a bucket full of water, and then essentially you drop one of these bad boy, like a bit of this in, and then you hightail it a bit, because then it starts it catches fire in the water and can possibly explode. Potassium does the same thing. It's quite fun to watch. Okay, garnet is a relatively common gemstone because garnets often appear in their host rocks as almost perfectly faceted crystals. This is mine. My birthstone is the garnet. On one of these ones. They have attracted human attention for centuries. Unlike other gemstones, garnet forms relatively spherical crystals that are generally reddish in colour and look somewhat like pomegranate seeds. Pyrope. Garnet crystals are deep red. They form its Earth's mantle and are brought to the Earth's surface in much the same way as the diamond crystals. Therefore, finding pyrite increases the likelihood but doesn't guarantee that diamond can be found in the vicinity. Peridot is the most well-known form of olivine. Its bright apple-green crystals are thick and vertically striated with wedge-shaped terminations and an oily luster. Most peridot is found amid ballistic rocks, basaltic rocks which have been brought to the Earth's surface by lava. Corundum, or aluminium oxide, is second in hardness only to the diamond and is a component of the black magnetic rock known as emery, has been mined and used for thousands of years as an abrasive. Its crystals are commonly six-sided and barrel-shaped with tapering ends and are, when pure, colourless. Rubies are one of the two gem varieties of corundum. Rubies are deep red and are formed when coronium substitutes for aluminium as corundus crystallizes. Sapphires include all the other colour variations of corundum and may be pink, yellow, green, blue, or colourless, depending on which transitional elements, such as iron and titanium, influence the crystallization process. However, Bornflower blue sapphires are by far the most sought after. And then zircon. That is, gemstone quality rivals diamonds in its beauty and brilliance, though not in hardness. Zircon crystals are typically prismatic with pyramidal ends and are usually found as single specimens. They may be suspended in rock or because they are dense and durable. Small grain-like crystals are often found in beach placer deposits. Natural gemstones are usually reddish-brown, but when subjected to heat they turn yellow, colourless, or blue. Nice, nice, nice.
Looks like an old-fashioned cigar box. Wonder why it's locked. And what does AG mean?
AG, that is silver? Okay, so we've got to find a code for that. AG. Oh yeah, AG is silver. Because I know when I was younger, I thought AG was like gold, because there's a G in it. But that's a lie. I still got tricked by it as a kid though.
JH. For Jake Hurley, obviously. Must be Jake's insignia.
Okay. We've got another vent. Oh, we got pipes. Okay. Sorry, Maggie. Cal played for 4 hours yesterday. Ooh, nice. What did he play yesterday? Oh, let me just... Ooh. Yeah, okay. Okay, this isn't too bad.
There, all
There we
done.
go. Oh, you played Pokemon. Nice. Oh, I was meant to check this out.
Another gemstone.
Is it what is it? Is he still playing your favorite one? I'm sorry, I don't remember which one it is.
An old scale. Strange.
Or is it he on
seems
a
to be
different
built into the
Pokemon game
wall. Those symbols look like the ones I saw in that sampler.
Ooh, okay. We got 7 and a 3. What? Wait, what symbols have we got so far? That sampler had the owl and the cherry on it. We have the square and the duck for that oven, and the eagle.
That square and that duck look very familiar.
Okay, so I'm going to need some more to unlock those ones. Oh, sorry, it's scratching my eye. There we go. I can see again. Ooh, new carriage. Oh, Maggie, same one. Oh, you helped him get empty. Nice. Oh, actually, I don't. One fun thing I actually love finding out at the moment. Pokemon have different names over here in Japan. I didn't realize that. Oh, I need to find some for these. Like, some of them are exact same. Obviously, like, you've got Pikachu, is still Pikachu. But then you've got, like... Oh, what's his name? Snorlax. Snorlax is actually... Kabidon? Kabidon? And it's so different. So I like confusing my kids when they point out a Pokemon and I'm just like, haha, it's actually this name. You know what? Yeah, some of them have different names. Like, oh, like Rowlet. His name over here is Mokoro. Or, yeah, Mokoro? Yeah. Ooh. Befell Doll accidentally knocked one of Camille calls naughty Tina off the shelf and literally, I'm afraid, fractured its tiny skull. Despite my heartfelt apologies, Camille burst tears at the sight of a crack which now traverses naughty Tina's face. Or he broke the doll. Oh.
Looks like to make this thing, whatever it is, I'm going to need a spyglass, a pickaxe, and a lamp. Citrine, amethyst, zircon, those are all gemstones, I think.
Thirsty nose. Okay.
Silver. What do all those colors have to do with silver?
Oh, that's for the box we found. Hold on, let me write that down. Oh. So we got, silver is orange, blue, green, red, purple, and yellow. Okay, we'll go back and figure that one out in a moment. We've got a slug. That's all from that one. Oh, Maggie, yeah, I never seen a friend of mine. Oh, I love Elden Ring. Oh, Elden Ring is so good. else that opens this up. Oh, I want to play Elden Ring so bad, but I don't have anything capable of playing it.
Jake said a lamp goes here. Jake said a spyglass goes here.
Okay.
According to that diagram I found, those 6 gemstones are supposed to go in these 6 holders. But I have no idea which one goes where.
I can't play it. I can't play it. I literally don't have any console that plays it, and my laptop can pretty much only handle Nancy Drew games. He's a little weak. He's a little weak, my laptop.
I need to find the gemstone that goes here.
Okay, so I need to collect all the gemstones.
Wonder what's supposed to go here.
But, yeah. And then plus... Oh.
Looks like I need to enter 8 letters into this thing. The question is, which 8 letters?
Okay, so I'll have to find that out. Then I'm guessing that gets us in here. Is it a code or a push? Oh, it's a push one. So we just need to get the right order. I have no idea how I'm going to get a hold of, like, I'd like a PS5. But, I have no idea how to get a hold of one. Because, it's on like I guess like a lottery-based system over here. Why is this? I've forgotten the code. Hey. Maggie, you cry for me? Ugh, I cry for me too. I want PlayStation.
Lori?
I want to play the cool games.
Oh my gosh! I never thought you'd be the one to find me. No offense. Nadine?
Nancy.
Nancy Drew.
Well, as you can see, I wasn't really spirited away by ghosts or anything. That bookshelf in the dining car, you step on this thing in the floor in there, and it slides open. I practiced disappearing for weeks.
There was a show?
So it was just all for show?
Well, not entirely. See, here's the deal. My dad wound up with this train when he bought out Noram Shipping. They'd been storing it in this old warehouse outside St. Louis for so long that everybody had just forgotten about it. Anyway, after like mass begging on my part, Dad had the train restored to working condition and got me an engineer and track permits and all that other stuff until finally, here we are, on our way to find out what happened to Jake Hurley.
Yeah, no,
I think you were going to explain why you kidnapped yourself.
Oh, right. Well, see, I was one of the first people in like 100 years to set foot on this train, okay? Everything was just the way it was when Jake disappeared. Except, I also found this. It's a letter that Jake wrote in 1901 to his niece back east. He was real paranoid about claim jumpers, which is why he never told anyone where his mine was. But he was also afraid something would happen to him, and no one would ever know where it was. So he wrote this letter to his only living relative, Ruth Kensington. Here, take it.
You want me to have it? Why?
Because you found me. See, in that letter, Jake tells Ruth that everything she needs to figure out where his mine is on this train. He also warns her that his wife's spirit is on the train too, which kind of creeps me out. But the thing is, to find Jake's lost mine, we need the train.
How do you know this Ruth person didn't find the mine decades ago?
Mostly because I found that letter in the wastebasket. It was like she'd gotten so ticked off, trying to follow her nutty uncle's clues, that she finally said to heck with the whole thing.
Fair.
So you want me to try to figure out where the mine is?
Uh-huh. As for the other people on board, if you want to show them that letter, go ahead. It's totally up to you. We're going to Copper Gorge because that's where Jake buried Camille, so I figured his mine might be somewhere around there too. But if you think we need to go somewhere else, you just let me know and I'll have the engineer take us there.
So we're in charge of the train now. Cool, cool, cool.
How come you didn't try to find the mine yourself?
Maybe I did. Or maybe I just thought letting other people try to find it would be a good excuse to throw a party. I like parties.
Sure. Sure, honey. Sure.
How well do you know your guests?
Well, I don't know you or those Harvey guys at all.
Hardy. Frank and Joe Hardy.
Whatever. I didn't know John Gray before this either, but I love his show, and I figured he'd jump at the chance to investigate an honest-to-goodness haunted train, and now that someone has finally found me, I can finally go meet him for real.
What about Charlena Purcell?
I just know her from her books, which are so good. In fact, I just started reading her latest one, The Moon Tells No Lies. See, what I'd really like to do is write romance novels. Everybody who knows me says I'd be really good at it. In fact, a while back, I sent Charlena some ideas, you know, just to see what she thought.
And?
She hated them.
Like, is that, were these, oh, you'd be really good at that, or, you'd be really good at that, sort of thing.
How well do you know Tino Balducci?
I met Tino right after he got famous for solving those robberies. Inviting him here for this was a no-brainer. I mean, what an awesome detective. And those piercing eyes of his, you just know his mind's in there going 90 miles an hour.
Press X to down.
I'll come back later.
As soon as you figure it out, let me know.
Okay, what have we got here?
Locked, naturally. Wonder how you open it.
Okay.
Looks like a dance floor, maybe?
Got some shoes. Okay, so we're gonna have to learn some steps.
I can use this to open that grate I saw in Camille's car.
Ooh, bonus. Is that it? Okay. Oh, nope. Okay, there's like a crossword thingy, I'm guessing. Let's read this letter, though.
The 3rd of November, 1901, from somewhere in Colorado. Dear Ruth, I know that we've never met, but now that your father, my estranged brother, is gone, you are my only living relative. I am writing to you to tell you about my mine before I, too, depart this earth, and its location is lost forever.
Robotic humanoid.
I cannot tell you outright where it is, lest this epistle fall into the wrong hands. But with the information which follows, and with my train, which shall be yours upon my death, I promise that you'll be able to find it. First, you will need a map. To obtain it, know that my travels have taken me all over this great country, to towns which can be difficult to find, to Calico, Silverado, and Central City, to Dodge City, Virginia City, and Tombstone. To locate the mine on the map, you'll need my projector. When it comes to placing the stones, you'll need to ask someone who holds a warm place in my heart. I have stored his name accordingly, but to retrieve his name, you'll have to give the dolls an order. This will require looking inside Camille's dancing shoes for the name of their maker, and wearing the shoes as you perform her favorite step on the dance floor. As for my beloved Camille, she has 4 words for you, words which, when translated into numbers and used in combination, will help power my projector. But alas, she's taken them with her to her grave. So go to Copper Gorge, Colorado, and pay your respects, and let some of her goodness rub off on you. I promised Camille that this train would always be her home. In return, she promised to never leave, and indeed she never has. People say I'm crazy, but I've seen her, and heard her, and feel her presence on the train even today, 20 years after her untimely death. So above all else, my dear niece, let nothing happen to my train. It holds wonderful things. Kindest regards, Jake Hurley.
Okay. So we now have an entire task list of what we gotta do today. I'm gonna start with this one. Okay, let me open up my book. I'm gonna write out all these city names. So first off, we have Calico, Silverado, Central City, Dodge City, Virginia City, and then good old Tombstone. Okay.
I wonder if this has something to do with that list of cities Jake mentioned in his letter to Ruth.
Okay, our first one is Calico. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Calico. Oh, I like how that sounds. Silverado. Right, here we go, right next to it. Silverado. Then we have Central City. Central. Boom. What's this? Dodge City. Dodge City. Then we have Virginia City. Sorry, I was just checking the spelling on that one. Then we have Tombstone. Oh, we have a bunch. Oh, these are probably from the last car. So we have N, V, R, Z,
Yes, I'm done.
T,
Strange.
B, A,
All that's
A.
left is a jumble of letters.
Pop that in next door and we should be righty-o, right to go.
That must be the projector Jake mentioned in his letter to Ruth.
Oh boy. Oh, Maggie. Oh, this is also of your stream today? Yeah. Caught the ending of the last one. And you've caught the start of this one. You're nice and grand. I need N, V, R, Z, T, B, then AA. Woohoo! Cutscene.
Jake's mind must be somewhere on this map, but where?
Okay. So once we've got the projector up and running, we should have that. Oh, we have a lot we need to mark off.
Finish. I'm done with that. Finish that. I'm done with that. Can't check that off yet. I'm done with that. Haven't done that yet. Still have to do that.
A few of these.
Can't check that off yet. Check. Finish that. Still have to do that. Haven't done that yet. Check. Haven't done that yet.
Right, did I?
Still have to finish. I'm done with that. Still have to do that. Haven't done that yet. Haven't done that yet.
Okay. So first point of call, I reckon, would be finding the gemstones. Using that new tool we got to fix that grate and do the pipes. And then opening up that silver box. And they'll be our top priorities. Oh, Maggie, I forgot. Yeah, both today? Yeah, you did. You also forgot to mention my pal to reach out for me for a job, but I'm not taking it. Oh. I mean, yeah, if you don't want to do it, that's fair. What kind of job was it? That's mine now. Oh no, we did that one. Then we need the code for this, which is orange. Blue. Green. Red. Purple. And yellow. Oh, we opened it.
Looks like a pattern for some kind of dance step. Maybe I'd better keep this.
The Hurley Whirly Burly. Oh, yes please, I'll keep hold of that. That'll be for like dance
carbide
shoes.
and acetylene works.
Dear Jake, I've sent you 2 lamps which you should receive by the end of the month. When you get them, simply place carbide in the lower chamber, water in the upper chamber, then use the built-in flint lighter to ignite the jet of gas which results. As you'll see, the carbide lamp is an exceedingly practical device, especially for people in your dark and dangerous line of work. Would that you or I had invented it. In your last letter, you sounded quite despondent, old chum. I suppose this is understandable in the view of your failure to strike it rich. But I am living proof of how quickly misfortune can turn into good fortune. Little did I suspect 5 years ago that my attempt to produce aluminum would instead produce calcium carbide. But that calcium carbide, when placed in water, could release acetylene? Yet suddenly I was of surprise but happy owner of the patent for an inexpensive way of manufacturing extremely flammable gas. Just as I became wealthy when I sold that patent, I have no doubt that you too will someday be handsomely
your friend, Thomas Wilson.
rewarded for your efforts. Continue to be appraised of your adventures, dear friend, and never ever give up. May the lamps I sent you light your way to the gold you seek. I'm sorry, Maggie, yours, an executive assistant to the president. Ooh. It's always open. I reckon I'll apply in the fall. Do the document first and job. Make it happy and have a great thing. Not a bad plan. I mean, I know when actually, yeah, that works out because, of course, when the document job dies off a bit, you've got another one lined up ready to go. Carbide. We'll take that, please.
Carbide. Just what I need to make that lamp I found work.
The lamp I found. Do I have a lamp? Not in my inventory.
That could be one of the gems I need. Maybe Tina will let me take a closer look.
Well, it's the little lady detective. What do you need?
The gemstone to your right.
She was hiding in the caboose.
Oh, yeah?
She disappeared because she wanted to see who'd find her first, which is why she left that clue behind.
That slug? I mean, I knew that slug was a clue. That's why I gave it to you. I mean, I could have found Lori no sweat. But I thought, hey, why not give somebody else a shot? And you came through. Nice job.
Thank you.
I like learning about you.
From now on, if you come across anything that may have something to do with Jake Hurley and his mind...
vent away. I'm happy for the vents.
Just so I can, give you advice.
Gives us something to chat about.
Sort things out. After all, the opportunity to work side by side with a world-famous police detective doesn't come along every day, you know.
How did you and Lori meet?
We met at a party in New York. Nice girl. Not a lot of stairs, but nice girl.
She seems to have a thing for your eyes.
Yeah, she always told me they were... I mean, she told me once that she thought they were very, brown.
You're brown. Maggie, what you learned so far? That I am an odd duck? Aren't we all, honey? We're all a little odd. But now, I'm happy for all your info, all your chatting, all your venting. Yeah, because it gives me someone to talk to. Otherwise, I'd just probably be just sat here in silence otherwise. And that's a bit dull.
What do you think happened to Jake Hurley?
He probably died trying to work that mine of his all by himself. But I'll let you in on a secret. I'm onto something that could crack this case wide open.
Oh, really? Well... Oh, that hurts. I've just had an eyelash just fall into my eye. Ooh. Ah, I'm getting stabbed. Sorry, I have to run away. I need to get this out. This hurts. Eee. Oh my god, it was so much worse. It hadn't even fallen into my eye. It was one of those ones that just like twisted and curled round and was just stabbing me in the eye. Oh, they're evil. I hate them. Ooh. But I'm back. I'm back. My not getting stabbed anymore, which is nice. Oh, do you know what the mine is? Sorry, just jumping straight back into it.
You know where the mine is?
Sorry, can't go into detail. Let's just say that thanks to yours truly, what happened to Jake Hurley won't be a mystery much longer.
Okay. Oh, can I
Do you think I could take a closer look at that cougar statue?
What, that cigar clipper? Go ahead, take a look.
I'll bet I need this stone to build that thing in the diagram I found. But if I remove it now, Tina will know I'm onto something.
Just take it anyway.
Interesting. I just wanted to get a good look at it, that's all.
What else can I do for you?
It's been great talking to you.
Anything for a fellow detective.
So I need to wait for him to leave, I guess, to get that. Was it in here?
That tool I saw in the caboose. I bet that's what you use to unscrew these bolts.
You just need to give them a bit of a brush. Yep. Okay, this is the only one not in line.
More pipes to connect.
Okay. This is pretty easy. That did, like, this lot did most of the work before I even got anywhere near here.
Here we go.
One more down. Nope. Oh, what's this?
Teddy Eberhardt.
For giving the doll we call a home. Okay. We read that one. Oh.
Sickly Sarah caught a germ so new, it made one of her pretty green eyes turn blue.
We have a lot of dolls.
What's up?
I found Lori safe and sound in the caboose,
I
so I guess
tell
those
everyone she's
vibes you
fine.
got about her being in serious trouble were wrong.
Strange. My vibes are never wrong. What's even stranger is I'm still getting them. So maybe they're not about Lori. Maybe they're about you.
Is that a threat?
Me? I'm not in any trouble.
Trust me. Either you or Lori is, or soon will be, in big trouble.
Could you be more specific?
Unfortunately, no.
Well, I'll catch you later.
Pleasure talking to you.
Okay, so we've got those.
I'm done. Haven't done that yet. Haven't done that yet.
Yeah, we did that one.
Finish that.
Oh, yeah, we did.
I'm done with that.
Okay. Up to date on those. We need code for that one, which we haven't got yet. Oh, but the deer guy in here. Well, just pulled his eye out, you know, the usual.
Yes?
I found Lori. She's in the caboose. You were right. She disappeared because she wanted to see which of us would find her first.
And you won. Congratulations.
The others on the train, John Gray and that police detective, do you know them very well?
I don't know them at all. Needless to say, I don't watch television, so I've never even seen Mr. Gray before. Although I do know that his profession, if you can call it that, is rife with crackpots. As for Mr. Balducci, from what I've read, his success in solving those robberies was less a matter of talent and more a matter of being in the right place at precisely the right time.
Do you think he's a good investigator?
No. You and those two Boy Scouts you're with would make better detectives. Is that all?
Yes, because we are.
Did you know that Lori wants to be a romance novelist?
Doesn't everyone?
Have you discussed any of her ideas with her?
No. Could we please talk about something a little more pleasant?
I'll touch bases with you later.
Let me know if you run across anything juicy.
Nancy, what's with the Cheshire Cat grin?
You found Lori.
Yep, she's holed up in the caboose. And as a reward for finding her, she let me have this. It's a letter from Jake to his niece in which he leaves clues telling her how to find his mine. Only the clues are extremely obtuse.
You found Lori, you got the letter with all the clues. Guess you don't need us anymore.
Oh, Joe, quit pouting. Want any help?
Are you kidding? You bet I do.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Balducci wants me to share everything I find out about Jake Hurley with him.
I'll bet he does.
He just doesn't want you to show him up again.
Yeah, he wants you to do all the legwork so at the last minute, bam, he can swoop in and grab all the credit.
I wouldn't tell him a thing, Nance.
Unless it's to get lost.
Oh, too far.
It stands to reason that the only person other than Jake who had to have known the location of Jake's mine was the engineer on Jake's train.
Very true.
Not necessarily. Jake might not have told him the exact location. Maybe he just had him drop him off somewhere nearby.
Well, still, we'd be way ahead of the game if we knew where that drop-off point was.
If the engineer had any surviving relatives, we may be in luck.
The guy died more than 100 years ago. How are we supposed to find out his name?
Maybe Charlena What's-Her-Face could tell us how to go about it.
Good idea, Frank. I'll ask her.
Okay, so she'll
I
have
found
some
a
info
diagram
for
for
us. That's
some
good to
kind
know.
of contraption that Jake designed, but to operate it you need his pickaxe and some kind of lamp or lantern, which it looks like he gave to somebody named Buell.
Buell? Joe, show her!
Show her what?
That old picture we found!
Okay.
We found this on the bookshelf. See? Buell's Supplies and Pawn Shop. That's gotta be the same Buell Jake gave his axe and lantern to.
Yeah, 100 years ago. And the guy was a pawnbroker, Frank. The stuff's probably long gone.
Or maybe it's still somewhere in Copper Gorge.
Well, that's where we're headed, so let's just hope for the best.
Right.
See you later.
Sounds good.
Ooh, I see some shiny. 1, 2, 3. So we only have 3 so far, so we don't actually have that many. Whoopsie daisy. Oh yeah, we need to talk to her
More
again.
questions?
How would I go about finding out the name of Jake's train engineer?
If you're smart, you'd ask me. And because my work is going surprisingly well, during my next break, I'll log on to my archives at home and see what I can turn up.
That'd be great, thank you.
Whoever invented the cellular modem, that's whom you should thank, dear.
I should get going.
All right, then.
Okay. I like how the second we can't see her directly, we're fine to call someone. And I was just thinking, email messaging? No. Do we not have the web on this one? Damn. Do we have any new slugs, actually? Just the number 8. That doesn't really help us. Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna go back to,
Whoa! Somebody must have thrown the emergency brake.
Oh, that's what
Question
happened. Okay.
is, did somebody throw the brake? Or something?
Oh, Joe, now you sound like Lori.
Hey, I was the first one on the scene, and I saw no one.
Who was next?
Who was the next person on the scene?
John Gray. Then Balducci came bursting through one door while Frank and the engineer came through the other. Boy, was that guy ticked. He said the train could have derailed. He reset the brake, muttered a few choice words, then headed back to the engine just as you and Lori showed up.
Everybody was there except Charlena. I don't think she left her laptop the whole time.
I mean, we didn't see
There's
her.
no
She
way
could
Lori
have
could
done
have
it.
thrown the brake, unless she had someone else do it.
The question is, why? What did she or anybody else stand to gain by stopping the train?
Answer? Nothing. Which is why I think we should at least consider the possibility that something less human in nature may be at work here.
Ah, Joe.
I'm going to see if Balducci's done dusting for fingerprints. Catch you later.
Oh. Wait. Excuse me. Okay, we'll talk to Tina, see if he did get any fingerprints, and then we'll go back to Laura's cabin. Oh, no, he's this room. What of you?
Glad you dropped in. Lori told me she'd given you a letter from Jake Hurley that says how to find his mine.
That's right. You can read it if you want.
Lori should have given that to me. I mean, I'm the trained professional around here. Let me take a look. I've seen enough. 2 words. Useless. Those are just the rantings of a guy who spent way too much of his life swirling mud around in Pandora in the hot sun. 5-star nut job.
Found it in a
Lori says she
wastebasket.
found this letter in a wastebasket.
Exactly where it belongs.
Did you find any fingerprints on the emergency brake handle?
None that were any help, thanks to Casey Jones up there. I told the old geezer not to touch anything, but he went and got his big, fat, oily paw prints all over the place. If we didn't need him to drive the train, I'd charge him with obstruction of justice.
Did you see anything else?
Did you do anything else besides look for fingerprints?
Of course. As a matter of fact, I found this. Probably fell out of the perp's pocket while he was yanking on the handle.
Looks like some kind of thermometer.
Yeah, like the kind a certain ghost hunter uses on that bogus show of his.
You think John Gray threw the break? But why would he do that?
Because they're thinking about axing his show, that's why. I checked with this buddy of mine in L.A. Gray's got to come up with something real big real soon, or he's toast. And you can't get much bigger than a train with a spooky past that's prone to strange accidents, now can ya?
Who else have you told about this?
All in due time. I always like to get my ducks in a row before I make an arrest.
Do you want to arrest him?
You're going to arrest him?
Hey, the train could have derailed. We're talking reckless endangerment, attempted assaults, maybe even attempted murder. John Gray wanted publicity. That's exactly what I'm gonna give him.
Hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Anything for a fellow detective.
Okay. Okay, yeah, he gives the letters back. Wait, can we do anything with these slugs? Nope. Oh yeah, the shoes,
Darn, the name of the shoes is so faded I can't tell what it is. Maybe Bess and George can help me figure out who made them.
Okay, I guess I'll call them.
Hello?
Hi, Bess.
Hey, what's going on?
The name of the company that made Jake's wife's dancing shoes is too faded to read. But to find Jake's mine, I need to know what it is.
Hey, I know what you can do. Take a picture of them with your cell phone, then send it to us, and we'll check them out for you.
But I thought you guys had to paint Bess's room.
Boring. Besides, we're going to have to take a break soon because we're almost out of paint. Probably because Bess has gotten more on me than she has on the walls. Anyway, send us a picture of the shoes via cell phone and we'll get right on it.
Oh, you guys are the greatest.
I know. Need anything else?
I guess I'll fill you
Chino
in.
Balducci definitely has a thing for Lori Girard.
Really? Ooh, I bet the tabloids would love to hear that.
What's more, I get the feeling Lori feels the same way about him.
You mean there's some kind of mutual attraction thing going on between them?
Something's going on between them. I'm not really sure what.
We'll find out. I mean, that's a mystery worth pursuing. To heck with this Jake Hurley stuff. You'd give up the possibility of finding gold for gossip, Bess? For gossip this good? Oh, yeah.
I can respect that.
Talk to you soon.
Okay. Well, George, back to work.
Okay. Well, while they're finding that out, we can at least do this dancing thing. Okay, I might take a photo of this. Oh, there we go. Okay. So first is left one, and the right two up. 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 6 is here. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, the cabinet. Excuse me? Oh, we've got another jam.
Wonder how you're supposed to get this open. Guess Camille liked to collect dolls.
Oh, so we have a bunch of dollies. So we're gonna. Oh, so that's why their names have been everywhere. We'll have to go get all their names. Okay.
Mama.
That's terrifying. But you can tell.
Mama.
You can tell that's Nancy saying it though. Okay. That's the one that got cracked. That's the 2 different eyes. She's been scalped. Red hair. Mickey Madoki. So I'll have to go get all their names from all around the place. There's one in here. Where was it? Nope. No, that's the code for the box. No, the bottom one, of course. Last one I pick. Here we go. So we have... So the one that's broken is called Naughty Tina. Okay, there's one. I should have counted how many dolls there were. Oh well. There's this one. So Eliza Stamberg is the one with the red ribbon. Camille with Hagar Anderson and Chantilly Hilregard. So Hagar Anderson is the boy in pants. Then Chantilly Hilregard. So it looks like she has braid, like plaits in. Okay. I think that was all for this room. Well, red hair is awful Ursula. Thomasina O'Neill. It's like a blue ribbon or something. Like blue hair. We're giving you the doll we called Teddy Edward a heart. So that a home. But that one doesn't actually give us any info. So I guess that's just gonna be whatever dolls left. No, not the samplers. Oh, why can't I click it? Then Sickly Sarah. There's the two different coloured eyes. Making note. Oh, does this one not have any Easter eggs? Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, so we have Edna the Terrible. Oh, she's the one that says Mama. Okay, and then we have Yawning Alice. She'll probably be the one yawning. some more.
Is this Jake and his wife?
Ooh.
Yes. From what I've read, Camille loved to sing and dance, even in death, apparently. Jake reportedly told people that after she died, he would sometimes see strange glowing lights outside the windows at night, bobbing gracefully alongside the train as if dancing with it. He said he found the sight very comforting. I suspect normal people would have found it terrifying.
Okay. We have these shoes. 2 left feet is Sadie Crawford. Is there any more? I think that was all of them. How many dolls have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, maybe? Should be enough. We can get there and we'll call Bess and George and see if they have the name, and then we can unlock that cabinet. It's such a trek to get there. Okay. I don't think we ever took a
Hey,
photo.
Bess, it's me.
So where's the picture of the dancing shoes you were gonna send us?
Oh, shoot, I keep forgetting.
So what else is going on?
I better
Okay.
go.
We'll be right here. Yeah, washing the paint out of our hair.
No, I want to turn around. Okay. Now I'll call them and see if they have something for us now.
Hello?
Hey, Bess, it's me. Got the name of those dancing shoes yet?
Still working on it.
I discovered this cabinet full of old dolls in the caboose.
Old dolls make my skin crawl. Whose were they?
They belong to Jake's wife, Camille. Jake mentioned them in his letter to his niece.
They could have been Jake's, you know. I mean, they never had a child of their own, right? So maybe after Camille died, he went a little bonkers. Oh, Bess. Hey, I'm just trying to think outside the box here, okay? Something it wouldn't hurt you to do from time to time, little Miss No Imagination. You know, maybe I'll just put this paintbrush down, walk out that door, and let you do this all by yourself. No! You've got to keep painting. If I don't get this done by tomorrow, I'll be grounded for a month. I was just kidding about your imagination. It's wonderful. You're wonderful. Very, very wonderful. That's more like it.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Sorry, Maggie, I have to say why this past few nights. First the fireworks and that. Oh, now I've got roadworks. Oof. Hell no. You need like a good night's sleep.
Haven't done that yet. Can't check that off yet. Can't check that off yet. Check. Still have to do that. Still have to do
Still
that.
need all the gemstones.
Finish that. Check. Can't check that off. I'm done with that. Haven't done that yet. Haven't done that yet.
Okay, we'll go talk to John Gray, and then maybe Bess and George will have the info books.
Sup?
So are you making any progress in here?
Oh yeah, not only am I getting some real unusual EMRs, that's electromagnetic readings, but take a look at this.
What have you
You've got something?
I set up a camera and took some time-lapse photos. Sometimes I was in the room, sometimes I wasn't, but somewhere along the line, I managed to get a shot of Camille.
Where? You don't mean that little blob, do you?
Yep, that's Camille.
Okay.
You're skeptical. That's cool. Just remember, the key word when it comes to ghostly phenomena is energy. That blob is the result of Camille's residual life force, spirit if you will, reacting with the chemicals in the photographic paper.
Couldn't it just be a flaw in the photographic paper?
Okay, it could be that too, but it's not. Trust me.
Are you by any chance missing a small digital thermometer?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. When I went through the box I'd packed them in, that one over there, I came up one short. I was hoping to set up at least 6 in here so I could check for cold spots. How did you know I was missing one?
Because Tino Balducci found it by the emergency brake handle when he was dusting it for fingerprints, and now he thinks you're the one who pulled it.
That's ridiculous. I didn't have any reason to pull the emergency brake.
Have you been in this room the whole time you've been on the train?
Of course not. I made a couple of trips to my compartment in the sleeping car to get more equipment. But did I get an overpowering urge to pull the emergency brake while I was there? No.
Any truth to the rumor that your show's about to be canceled?
Newsflash, my show was canceled. Happened last night. But what nobody knows yet is that it's been picked up by a major TV network. Not only am I still on the air,
It will be soon.
but I'm sitting prettier than ever.
Later than I planned.
Any other questions?
I'll let you get back to work.
Come back anytime.
Okay, what have the girls got for us?
Hello?
Me again. Just checking to see whether you were able to find out the name of those
yes.
dancing shoes yet.
Your wish is our command. But hang on to your hat. The name is a real mouthful. The shoes are made by Chaussette Chateauyantes. CHAUSSETTES. That's French for shimmering socks. Apparently, if you were into dancing in the 1870s, that was the company to get your shoes from.
Chaussette Chateauyantes. Got it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for letting us help.
Catch you later.
Okay,
We'll be right here.
we'll do the dolls and we'll be set. Okay, so first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, we got them all. We got them all. Okay, so we've got to spell out their names. So the first bit is CH. CH is Chantilly Hilgard, the plaits. What is I thought she had plaits? Oh, this one? That sort of looks like the dress she had on. I'll think about it. I think that's first. Then we have AU. That'd be Awful Ursula. She has red hair. Don't mind if I do. Then SS would be Sickly Sarah. She has the 2 different eyes. Yep. Next is ET. Should be the one that says Mama. No. Mama. This one. Then we have TE. Thinks the must be him. He's the only one we didn't check out because he was the one that was in the same photo as Chantilly Hilgard. Okay, so we've got him. Then SC, 2 left feet, which this girl has no shoes on as well. And then HA, that'd be the boy. Oh no. Then TO had a blue ribbon. Oh, Oh, it was hair. She lost some of her hair. Maybe. Let me do the rest. After T-O, there's Y-A for yawning. It's you. Then N-T, the broken one, for naughty Tina. Then E-S, as the red ribbon. So we'll switch these two out. Boom! Oh, we've got 2 slugs in here. Okay. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, we've got 2 more slugs as well out of that. Okay, and I'll set us up here. Yeah, that'll be it for tonight. I'll call it for tonight because it is now. It is now 10:20. So I think I shall call it for tonight. And I'll go to sleep. I'll go to sleep bright and early for tomorrow. Yeah. Oh. Wait, what day is it today? Today is Wednesday. Okay. I might be streaming for a little bit tomorrow because I'm still not sure what my plans are for this weekend. So I'll stream tomorrow for a little bit. So then I guess to hopefully make up for the fact I won't be on the weekend again. But we'll see. We'll see. No promises. I have no set schedule. Oh, Maggie. Oh, I'll miss your till, Maggie. I'll catch up with you next time. Yeah. I will see you later. I'll be back eventually. Oh. Bye bye.